Even if Pence was just checking in about the election, how significant are his and Trump's calls to various governors like Governor Ducey?
When you get a check-in from the Vice President of the United States, it's significant, and calling it a check-in doesn't change what it actually is, which is pressure. It's an inappropriate call. It's one that shouldn't be made by someone who carries the kind of power that he has, and it also brings fully into question all of the prior comments that the former vice president has made about not having anything to do with any of the actions, activities, pressure, or potential illegalities that the former president was involved in.
And as it turns out, there may well be consequences for these calls. The Justice Department has already subpoenaed 2 Arizona state lawmakers about Trump's fake electors plot. Why haven't we heard about former Governor Ducey testifying?
Well, I think right now we're actually, Mr. Secretary, hearing whatever it is Jack wants us to hear. We are hearing whatever the DOJ allows us to hear and nothing else. They are running a very tight ship. There are very few leaks. They are obviously in the throes, heavy throes of this investigation, and it does not seem that they are going to walk away without significant charges. So the fact that we know now about this doesn't mean that other things haven't happened. But I do think that it's important to note that the higher and higher they go up the food chain, the closer they get when they start talking to elected officials that are very high up in significant state offices, it means that they're getting closer to decision point and to landing point.
This past week, Rudy Giuliani voluntarily sat for an interview with the DOJ, a move that Michael Cohen says was strategic. Take a listen.
Rudy may be crazy, but he's not stupid. And he knows that it's going to be the first to the gate that's going to end up getting what it is that they're looking for, and that's some sort of a benefit.
What do you make of Giuliani's cooperation?
Well, there's no time like the present. He obviously sees the writing on the wall. He is watching indictment after indictment come. He's seeing the charges. He knows that either he goes and knocks on their door, they're going to come and knock on his. And it only makes sense. You know, you're prior attorney and practiced, and so did I. And we both know the sooner you get to the government, the better for you, because if they have to come and find you, they're not going to be in the greatest of moods. So he obviously, though a loyalist, is a self-preservationist at heart, and he did something that he believes will help him. It surely is not something that's going to help the former president.